told they got pregnant. The parents disowned her, took the child, made her move out of the country.
Snapchat, good morning, what's going on? Doing a little mini lesson this morning on social leadership. We're going to talk about some social concepts that I would love for you to get. Specifically, have you been in the situation yet where you were close to someone, perhaps a lifelong friend, a childhood friend, and for whatever reason you split up, you go your separate ways, and to your dismay you find out that they have been saying some things about you that are not true about you to other people, and it comes back to you, right? This is very, very common, especially if you're doing something different, if you change course in your life, if you start doing something extraordinary, something different. It's happened to me, it's happened to Robin, it's happened to Amy. So if this is happening to you, or if this ever happens to you, please consider doing the following steps. If someone's lying about you and it presses your buttons, go deep within and find out where you are lying about yourself. Where are you saying something about yourself to other people that's not true? It'll be there. Are you putting on masks and personas? Are you trying to pretend that you're happier, more fulfilled, more successful than what truly how you feel deep within? Where are you presenting a fallacy about yourself? Always remember, whether it's your friends, families, girlfriends, partners, colleagues, boss, if anyone ever says anything that presses your buttons, it's because it's tickling a sore point within yourself. Probably something that you've buried in your unconscious awareness. You don't want to face it, deal with it, bring it to the surface. Them pressing your buttons is them tickling the sore point. Schopenhauer said that you become your true self to the degree to which you make everything else yourself. Other people in your life are a reflection of you. If they're lying about you, and it pisses you off, presses your buttons, makes you feel frustrated, angry, want to retaliate, it's because you're lying about you and you're probably shameful about it. Write down all the different things that you'll currently and have in the past said about yourself that were a little bit not true, and own the fact that you do that too. When you do it and they do it, and you realize that they're just a reflection of you doing what you do anyway, it calms that resentment, it calms that feeling of wanting to punch them in the head. Step 2, neutralize your shame about you telling lies about yourself. The reason you tell lies about yourself is because it serves you in some way. Otherwise you wouldn't do it. So write down the benefits. Did it help you get a job? Did it help you get a partner, boyfriend, girlfriend? Did it help you get out of some kind of ridiculous thing? Washing the dishes? I used to tell lies. I said I'm useless at washing the dishes. I used to tell my mum and dad, look, I tried. There still seems to be this caked on fucking food residue on the bowl. I'm just not good at washing the dishes. Got me out of having to wash the dishes. It's a function of an intelligent consciousness to push the truth a little bit to get what you want. When machines start lying to us to get what they want, we're in trouble because they're fucking smart then. Now, for every little white lie that you go and make up about yourself, there's a price to pay for it, so don't get out of control with it. If you start living a lie, you go downward real quick. But to think that you're a human being and you're going to be 100% truthful 100% of the time, it's a fantasy, it's not real. When the wife asks, does her ass look big in the dress, you'd better come up with a white lie. So step 1, own what you see in them. If they're lying about you, saying some things that aren't necessarily true and it's pushing your buttons, own it. Realize that you do it too. Step 2, stack all the benefits of you doing it. The only reason you've ever told a white lie about yourself is because you saw a benefit in doing it. What did you get from it? The job, the boyfriend, did you get out of doing this rubbish? And step 3, benefits of them doing it. What are all the benefits of them going and telling some porkies about you to other people? If you can't identify these benefits, it can give rise to judgment and resentment. But if you see what they are doing as a service to you, won't press your buttons. Let me give you an example. This one, by the way, has come up time and time. We've seen it. I've seen this one so many times. When someone splits up with you and goes and talks shit about you, this dot is you, this dot is them. You're close together. Now, you do a split up. You go that way, they go that way. This is you, this is them. If they're over here talking shit about you, saying something to John Smith, and John Smith is empowered, balanced, objective, wants to know the truth, doesn't get caught up in gossip, then John Smith will say, that's very interesting. I didn't know that. I'm going to go and confirm that over here and see if it's true. I'm going to stack some evidence. And John Smith will say, hey, did you hear that this scallywag said X, Y, and Z about you? And then you'll say, oh, that's very interesting. Here's the evidence to the contrary. And just like that, you now have a John Smith in your life. John Smith has taken the role of this person who had to go that way because they no longer share the same values, dreams, ambition as you. They had to go that way. You go to John Smith. And just like that, you know that John Smith has a reasonable amount of objectivity, reason, and loyalty in that relationship because they didn't take this as gospel. Now, this person will see that you have now developed a relationship with John Smith. That will probably piss them off. So they're going to keep running their mouth over here until they find a Mary Jones who they can lie to and gossip to and talk about you to. And they can get together on the weekends and have some drinks and talk about you. And Mary Jones will have friends. And Mary Jones will invite them around too, and they can all get together. And what you have here is you're starting to develop a social network of morons. Because what kind of people listen to gossip? What kind of people hang around other people who have nothing going on in their lives and they have nothing better to talk about than other people? Hearsay and rumors and subjective opinions and labels and judgments. Who is spending their time talking about this shit? I'll tell you, it's the lower rung of society who don't know themselves, who haven't developed their mission, who haven't found out what the fuck they're here on planet Earth for, and all they can do and all they can spend their time on is gossip and talking about other people. Meanwhile, you're over here talking to John Smith objectively. You're talking about ideas. You're not here talking about people, you're talking about ideas. And then John Smith will introduce you to his friends. When you meet someone who has a mission, who has a purpose, and they know themselves, and they're clear, and they have certainty, and they're here to serve, they don't fuck around talking about people gossiping. So can you see what's happened here? You were friends, you did a split, they went and talked shit, gossip, lies, rumors, and they acted as a filter through those lies to attract all the morons who love the gossip. These people got nothing better going on in their lives. They also pushed the more objective people over to you. Their role will always be filled. When you lose a partner, when you lose a friend, when you lose a loved one, their role will always be filled. Universe abhors a vacuum. It will be filled. And by keeping centered and grounded and objective, and by keeping your eyes on the prize, on the chief aim, and not getting involved with gossip, you will attract a higher quality of people. And by association with this higher quality of people, you go to the next level. And you might transcend some of these guys as well, and you'll just keep growing, and they'll keep shrinking and shrinking. I've seen this exact thing play out so many times before. This is a real thing. If you get it out on paper, draw it out. You'll see it for yourself. Take notice of this. And when you get it out, and when you break down all your judgments and your resentments and your shames, you'll have a thank you for this person. Thank you for doing that split and doing this. Not a fake condescending thank you, an authentic thank you. Holy fuck, I'm so glad that that happened. I'm glad that they did that. They did the filter. They pushed this person to me. It's a thank you. You see an order amongst the chaos. You see that everything happened for a very specific and precise reason, and it's moving you toward your goal, toward your purpose. And when you see that, when you know that, and you're certain with that, all you can say is thank you to the person. Thank you for playing their role in divine perfection. Let me know if you enjoyed the lesson.